Hey my Caribbean family, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're gonna do something a little different. Today's gonna be a Q&A and like a hair review at the same time, if that makes sense. I got this hair from Annabelle. This is what it looks like from Annabelle. I had tried to make a video with this hair before. My friend had installed it into my hair, but I didn't really like the way the video came out. So I'm still gonna include some clips of her installing it and putting it on, just to show you guys a kind of speed through of that. So hope you enjoy that. So we have
Kenya
here in this video. So this in China. So this the hair. I wanna feel. I did feel it. It feels nice.
I told you you had good hair. She's girl.
Not keeping. So it's a 360 lace body wave. Okay, do this.
Okay.
Put this on me.
Well,
Yeah, I'm about to. Some people got me. I think Mello got me sick.
yes, but I gotta get the girls. Period.
Alright guys, so we finished the wig. Tell me how it looked.
It look good.
I think I'm not used to it.
But it look good.
I'll leave the description to the hair and everything in the down below. Basically now what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be trying and reinstall the hair on my head by myself, which I tried to do before but never really done. I really want to try and make it look nice and everything like that. So we're going to reinstall it on my head while I answer you guys' questions. I'd asked you guys on YouTube as well as Instagram to send me some questions you would like for me to answer. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be putting a wig from start to finish while answering these questions. So yeah, I'm going to answer as many as I can. Hopefully I get to all of them. If you guys can tell, I have a little haircut. Like, I had so many split ends, like so many, it's crazy. So I got a little haircut. I feel like it makes my hair look even healthier. I don't know what y'all think, let me know. I kind of want to cut it more, but a lot of people telling me not to do it, so we'll see. So let me show you the hair first. So it came in a package. It's 18-inch body wave lace front wig. This is 18 inches. My friend had already, you know, like cut the lace and did the things and all of that. In the video you'll see she did all of that, so it's already like prepped for my head, if that makes sense. What I will say about the wig already is that it definitely is really nice and soft. Like, it's been in the package for like maybe a week or something since I installed it in the first time, and it's still, like, you see, it's not knotted up. Like, I didn't brush this or anything yet. It's not knotted up and anything like that. The waves are a little ruined only because I had curled them myself, and obviously the curls would get loose. But other than that, it's really good quality. Like, no hair has shedded even when I wore it, especially for my first wig. Like, I've really had no issues with it. So yeah, let's see how we're going to do my hair. So the first question is, when is your birthday? So my birthday is February 10th 2000. Well, I don't have to tell you the year, but yeah, 2000. My birthday is on the 10th of February. I'm an Aquarius. Next question is, how do you pronounce your last name? Joye. Now I will say, like, a lot of people butcher my last name. They'll be like Joyo, Juye, like some weird. Why the lighting looking so weird? Like some weird thing like that. But it's joie. And I know people that are actually from like actually speak like French. Like I had a professor who was African, and he used to tell me that's not how my name is pronounced. It's Juillet, something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it like him. But yeah, he always used to tell me I was pronouncing my own name wrong. But I know it's Joye. That's how it's been pronounced back home. So that's how I'm going to say it. What inspired me to start YouTube? Honestly, I've been watching YouTube from a really, really young age. As some of you know, I grew up with my dad, and like I didn't really have like I had cousins and stuff like that, but when I was home, like I didn't know how to comb my own hair and do my own things, so I always used to look it up on YouTube, like how to do different things, and I used to like get different hairstyle inspirations and stuff like that from them. I will say a majority of the people I used to watch on YouTube were Caucasian, because back then, like, that was before like people of color, I guess, really started doing YouTube. So I used to like straighten my hair and do how much magie with my head and whatever. But now, and that's also what inspired me to do like stuff based on my culture, because I really didn't think there was enough, you know, people on there to showcase, to represent me. Like I had no one to look up to on YouTube that I felt represented me. I looking like a crayon. Wow. Y'all, I just twisted it because honestly, I don't want to corner it because it will ruin my curls. Oh, and one other thing about my head is small, so the wig is a little too big for my head. I will say that. When do you come back to St. Lucia? I should be going back for Christmas, but I might not, to be honest. I might go for the summer. I'm still trying to decide, but either this Christmas or summer coming up, I will be back in St. Lucia. Are you bi, straight, or gay? I am straight as a pencil. What is your race? I'm black. Next question says, why are you so against Americans? It's cool that you big up your island, but in the process of hyping Caribbean islands and Africa, you put down American-raised people in your videos. You do know you have a lot of Americanized Caribbean funds, right? Or just those that are American-raised. If you ever felt that I have put down you because you're from America, then that was never my intention. I have nothing against Americans. Like, I live in America, I have American friends, as you guys clearly see, like they're on my channel and stuff like that as well. I have absolutely nothing against Americans. I guess because I put up the Caribbean and Africa so much that it may seem that I'm putting them down, but I'm not. Like, I can't think of one instance where I have put them down. Like, I really don't know how to answer that question. I have nothing against Americans. If you're just an African American, then that's you. If you know, born in America but you have Caribbean parents, that's you. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, this channel, yes, it's about Caribbean people and stuff like that, but it's also to showcase it to other people that may not really understand it, especially because usually people only think of the Caribbean as Jamaica, like just Jamaica. So this channel is just to show just how many Caribbean islands there are, and just like the whole entire culture, which I know is going to be hard to do because like every Caribbean, even though we still a Caribbean, every country is different. But I definitely feel like it's something I can achieve if I keep doing this. So that's my goal. But I have nothing against people that are from America. Like, one of my best friends, she was born in America, but her family is St. Lucian, which, like you were saying, I guess is many of my followers that are, you know, have St. Lucian background but are born in America. So I have nothing against people born in America. Y'all, so now talking about put down, let's glue that down. So I have the got to be glue thing, so I'm just going to pass it so and let it dry. How do you deal with a long distance relationship? That's a good question. Long distance relationships are hard. Obviously you are not there with the person physically, but I believe that you know, once you respect the other person and there's love there, like true love, and you know that's like who you want to be with, who you want to like, you know, and y'all have a plan to see each other. If you're in a long distance relationship and you know like you're never going to see the person, then honestly I see it as not a waste of time, but it's like, why keep being with the person if you know it can never be? You know what I mean? But if y'all have a plan, y'all know y'all going to see each other, like one person coming down, the other person going up, wherever, however it works, if y'all know eventually y'all going to be together, then I feel like it's honestly worth it if you really love and care for that person. It's hard to deal with, like I said, you're not there. If you're having a bad day, it's not like you can go and see the person, whatever, but you know there are means of communication. You talk, FaceTime, whatever. And honestly, going back to that, like that's one of the most important things: communication, trust, respect, everything you would have in a normal relationship you need to have in a long distance, maybe times 10. Especially when it comes to communication. Communication is a big thing. Trust is a big thing. Loyalty is a big thing, because it's like the other person's not there, you don't know what they're doing, then that brings trust issues and all. I think that's why I feel like if you have clear communication and clear respect for your partner, then y'all will definitely be fine. It is hard, but if it's the right person, it will work out. Everything will work out. God know what He doing. How many other Caribbean countries have you visited? Y'all, I don't have a blow dryer. I have visited, besides St. Lucia, I have visited the Bahamas and Jamaica, and that's about it. Were you born and raised in St. Lucia, and how long ago did you move to the US for good? I was born and raised in St. Lucia, and I moved to the US for good when I was about 12 years old, I think. Yeah, about 12 or 13 years old is when I moved for good to the US. Nobody believed me, you know. I tell everybody, oh, I'm not coming back, I'm not coming back. They're like, Belinda, you coming back? I was like, y'all, I am not coming back. Because prior to moving for good, I had only been to the US once for the summer. Like the year before, I came to the US for the summer to see my sister in New York. Other than that, I had never been to the US. So the year after that, I ended up moving. It was really crazy, but yeah, that's what happened. Have you already been to Martinique or Guadeloupe, and how did you find it? I have never been to those places, but I have heard of them. Martinique is a boat ride away from St. Lucia. Guadeloupe, I don't know how far it is from St. Lucia, but I definitely have heard of it, and I definitely want to go. Which do you like more, soca or Denry segments? That's a hard question, you know. You know, you have to be in a mood. Like, especially for Denry segment, you have to be in a mood. So I'll say soca only because I feel like whichever mood I'm in, I can still listen to soca. But for Denry segment, I definitely have to be in like a mood, if that makes sense. What is it like being a Caribbean student at an American university? I feel like for me, it might be a little easier for me to get used to it, only because I have been here for a while and I also went to high school here. I've been here long enough to understand like the music and the vibes and you know how things does run. Y'all, the hair's not sticking. It's different, but I think one mistake I made is that I wasn't willing to learn their culture, if that makes sense. Not that I wasn't willing to learn it, but I was so stuck, like I wouldn't want to go to any American party and I would only go to Caribbean stuff and whatever. And honestly, like by doing that, I didn't give their stuff a chance, I feel like, and I should have. I mean, now I know like what kind of parties I like, what kind of parties I don't like and stuff like that. But you should be willing to learn about them the same way you would want them to be willing to learn about you. You should join like the Caribbean Student Association or the African Student Association, or if they don't have any of those, I'm sure the like whichever university you go to will have a Black Student Association, which I'm sure by then you will find like Caribbean people or African people in there. So yeah, definitely join that. Be willing to learn, but also like, you know, stay true to yourself, but at the same time be willing to learn about their stuff as well. Are you coming to Trinidad for 2020 Carnival? I definitely want to come to Trinidad. I don't know if I will have money to come for 2020 Carnival, but I definitely want to come one day. Have you ever heard about Suriname? I have heard of Suriname. Actually, one of my best friends live in Suriname, which some of you didn't know. Yeah, I definitely would not mind visiting there, especially to see her and things. So yeah. Have you ever traveled to St. Vincent before? If not, would you like to? No, I haven't, and yes, I would. What's your biggest pet peeve? I hate when people, like, you can hear people chew. That, like, I hate hearing people, like, little sounds like that, like just chewing. Like, if I can hear you chew, like, I don't need to hear you chew. Like, close your mouth and chew. I hate when people, and I feel like I get that from my dad, because me herself, like, I used to open my mouth and chew, whether it was gum or whatever, and my father used to get so upset. Did you ever come to Trinidad? No, but I definitely want to. Worst fear growing up with Caribbean parents? My father is a very chill person, but when you get him upset, like when he quarrel, you ain't thunder rolling, lightning coming. My father, so my fear was getting him upset. So I would try my best not to get him upset. But then again, it took a lot to get him upset. So if I got him upset, I must have really done something. You know what I mean? Do people notice you outside of YouTube? And if they do, what's your reaction? I've had a couple situations where people have recognized me and asked me like, oh, aren't you the girl on YouTube and whatever. And honestly, I'm not going to lie to y'all, it's still a little weird because I'm not used to that. And I honestly never thought it would get to that point where I'd have people coming to me like, oh my god, aren't you from YouTube? But it's honestly so nice to see it in person, because you see the numbers, but to see somebody in person is like, hey, I watch your videos, like, I appreciate what you're doing. It's honestly so nice, and I always give them a hug. It only happened to me maybe like 4 or 5 times, but yeah. Oh, I looking crazy. Where do you see your channel in the next 5 years? Obviously, to like keep growing, getting more subscribers and stuff like that. I want to start talking about issues within the Caribbean, because remember I told you guys like that was one of my things I wanted to do. I want the channel to be fun and like be interactive and stuff like that, but I also want to touch on topics that make people uncomfortable, especially in the Caribbean. Like, I feel like we have a lot of things that we need to talk about to move forward as Caribbean people, and I want to be that conversation starter. You know what I mean? Like, I want us to talk about the uncomfortable topics so we can then move forward from it, whichever direction we choose to go. So I definitely want to start doing that in the next 5 years, maybe even next week. Y'all don't know, might be talking about some serious topics, but I want my channel to be a place for growth and for change. Like, so I just want it to grow, be more stuff. I want to have new content, you know. I just see it being something bigger, if that makes sense. Somebody asked what's my major in college. I study international business with a concentration in marketing. So what part of St. Lucia I'm from? I'm from Labrie. What's your opinion on the UK, and would you come here? I'd definitely come to the UK. I always wanted to visit. I have actually been to England before, but that was when I was like really young, so I honestly barely remember it. Name an island that you're willing to visit. All of them. What's your goals in the future? Goals in the future: start my own business, successful business. Eventually I want to move back home to St. Lucia, graduate college, pay off my college loans. Just anything anybody else would want to do. Just start my own business, like be successful, be able to help my mom, like stuff like that. That's what I honestly really just want to do. Just be happy. Favorite thing about being from the Caribbean? The culture, the whole culture, the food, the dancing, the music. Love it. There's stuff I don't love about it, but for the most part, I love it. Would you ever consider visiting Haiti? Yes, I would. I think that's all the questions we have to answer. I basically finished. This is the best I could do. I actually don't think I did it that bad. I really like the hair. I'm definitely going to be wearing it more often when it starts getting colder, so I will not have to do anything with my hair, because in the winter time, like, I hate doing my curls in the winter time. Like, I put in how much product in it and it's still dry, it's still feeling yuck. I hate it. I'll leave everything you need to know about the hair in the description box. And y'all, it's literally at such a reasonable price. It's crazy. For my first wig, I feel like it was so easy to, like I said, to install, to put on. The only thing is that my head too small for it and it's a little big. But I've straightened it before, I have curled it before, and it literally is perfectly fine. The hair is so soft, it feels like my hair if I would straighten my hair, so that's great. So definitely recommend it, especially if it's your first wig. And then when I curl it and stuff, that go be like, you know, like bad girl. Comment down below what you think, like if you like me with straight hair or curly hair better, if I should invest in some other wigs, like let me know. They do international shipping and all that, so if you in America, great. If you in St. Lucia, Jamaica, Antigua, Trinidad, great, like you can get the hair. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the notification button so you're notified every time that I post a new video. Because best believe when I put my makeup